Hello and welcome to Manchester United fans in the West. I'm here today for the player ratings for the game against Leeds United. Manchester United 6, Leeds United 2. What a wild game that was. Overall, we created 26 chances as compared to 17 for Leeds. Scott McTominay started the game in the best possible way for us, scoring 2 goals under 3 minutes to give us a 2-0 lead. Bruno Fernandez then made it 3-0 in the 20th. Leeds United got one back right before the halftime. Second half started with Leeds United making a couple of substitutions to change their fate, but Daniel James scored his first goal in over a year. I think last goal he scored was August last year, and then he just sealed the fate of the game. Martial got us a penalty at the 69th minute, and Bruno calmly slotted it home to make it 6-1. The game ended 6-2 after a fine curler from Stuart Dallas. Let us know what you think of the game. How do you feel after this brilliant result against our old rivals? Hit that like button and the subscribe button to let us know what you think, and subscribe to our channel for an update before every game. Going into the player ratings, David De Gea gets a 7 from me. There wasn't much for him to do in either of the goals we conceded. He made quite a few good saves in the game at crucial stages. Had those goals gotten in, it could have sparked a comeback from Leeds United, but David De Gea kept his calm and made some good saves. Wan-Bissaka for me gets an 8. Wan-Bissaka was one of the players that went unnoticed in the midst of a game with 8 goals in it. Wan-Bissaka made a total of 5 tackles, intercepted the ball once and made 4 clearances and blocked 2 shots. That was an amazing performance from Wan-Bissaka. It's very good to see him up to the task. Maguire and Lindelof both get 7 from me. Between them, they made quite a few good clearances and blocked some good shots as well. Overall, a good performance, so just a 7 from me. Luke Shaw, it was for him an average performance from Luke Shaw. He got substituted at the 60th minute, understandably so, as I presume Ole did not want to risk him getting injured again. Just after coming back from an injury, he linked up well with Fred, Bruno and Rashford on the left side. So Luke Shaw gets a 7 from me. Fred was quite the warrior throughout the match. He realized very early in the game that McTominay will try to get forward more and more in the game and try to complete his hat-trick. So he just kept himself behind the halfway line, kept himself in the back, went forward whenever needed though, whenever a counter-attacking opportunity rose. Overall, a solid game from him. There's certainly a nice partnership going on between him and McTominay at the moment, and it's good to see that it's working out. McTominay was an absolute beast today. He was at the right place at the right time, twice in the opening 3 minutes of the game. Both of his finishes were absolutely superb. First one was clean as a whistle, and the second one, he showed the composure levels that one would expect only from a season number 9. Scoring 2 goals, his confidence levels were as high as it ever has been. Every time he got the ball at the feet, he tried to move forward and take the game to the opposition as quickly as possible. Made a brilliant assist for James's goal as well. It's such a pleasure to see academy graduates coming up to the ranks and improving themselves at the big stage. Needless to say, McTominay was the man of the match, and for me, he gets a 9 out of 10. Now, overall Martial as a player, I think played quite well. He got into some really good positions. He got us the penalty as well, but I think he needs to be way more clinical. In an open game like this, where both teams get 20 shots on goal, it is quite okay to miss a couple, because there is always more chances coming your way in the course of the game. But in games where you do not have the opportunity to get 5-6 shots away, the chances that you have to score, the chances that you do get. Martial could have easily had a hat-trick today. He missed a couple of sitters, to be honest. So for me, he gets a 7 for his efforts. Now Rashford looks to be on red hot form right now. Although he did not get his goals tonight, overall I feel it was a very good performance for him. Every time he gets the ball on the left wing, it kind of makes you sit on the edge of your seats in anticipation as to what he's going to do. He looks so lively. He made their defenders look silly on multiple occasions. I feel he should have taken a couple of shots early, to be honest. He tried to set others up for the goals where I think had he taken the shots himself, he could have actually scored. But it's good to see such a mature and composed approach to the game from him. For me, he gets an 8. James was definitely the surprise starter in the game. I did not think he would start, but he did his job quite well. I feel like he's slowly getting his confidence back. He made some good runs through the course of the match and made sure he was causing trouble to the backline throughout the game. In other words, he did exactly what Ole asked him to do. Some say his goal was lucky, went through the legs of the goalkeeper, but nevertheless, he did make a good run and finished it. So for me, he gets an 8. Bruno Fernandez. Bruno was just Bruno. I mean, scoring a couple, setting up the first one for McTominay. It is an absolute treat to watch him play. Cannot really say much about him anymore. I mean, there's everything has already been said. It is astonishing how he just proves himself week in, week out. So for me, he gets a 9 as well. Alex Telles came on around the 60th minute for Luke Shaw and he did his part. I guess it's just an average 6 for me. That's it, guys. That's for the ratings. Let me know what you guys think. How would you rate these players based on the games on this game? Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button and see you.